Find product links below and hundreds more videos on my channel.
Hi guys, it's 3 in the morning, I'm wearing a jacket and I'm doing a quick review of this. This is cool. Ignore the GorillaPod thing, that will be a separate review. This is the YN-160s. I believe the S is the version that doesn't have the flags, which just looked a bit annoying. I mean, I don't know, this seemed like the right buy for me, but I think they have a version with flags as well. That could soften up your light a little bit. They're not really used to control the spill of light because they're not black on the inside, and they're silver, and I don't think you can flip them around. It doesn't look like that from the pictures anyways. So it's more to sort of get light to reflect from here and from here and from here to maybe give you a little bit of a softer look, a little bit more light. So it could be useful, but I just went for compact and simple and cheap and whatever. I mean, this was £30 shipped, a little bit less I think, 28 maybe. So really good value for money. It doesn't come with this duct tape, unfortunately, but it does come with, I've basically just put that on there because I wanted to keep the diffuser on. I'm not going to use the orange one ever, I don't think, but this was just so the diffuser doesn't fall out, which I don't think it will without it anyways, but it's a bit loose. Right now I'm running it off, sorry, I should turn this on. Right now I'm running this off of double A's, sorry. So on double A's, especially the crap ones I've got in here now, it's okay. One of the things, I mean, I bought this because it had the most power for the price. I don't think there's anything else at this size, and definitely not this price range that gives this power. Yeah, I mean, definitely good from that aspect, and yes, it is as bright as they say it is. I haven't tried it with big batteries yet. I've ordered a big Sony battery pack. Now that should actually give a little bit more power output wise, and also this thing runs through double A's really fast. So unless you have good ones, I think with good ones you could get some kind of decent usage, but still the one I bought, the battery I bought for this, the Sony one, it was 4700 milliamp hours, I think, something like that. Compared to these, which are about, I don't know, 500, if they're good and new, cheap batteries. If you don't know what a milliamp hour is, it's just a unit of measurement for how much power like a battery can give, how much storage, how much power it's got stored inside. So an amp hour is an amp for an hour. Yeah, with lithium-ion batteries you can get a lot. These aren't lithium-ion. The Sony one, the big Sony battery pack is. These are cheaper batteries, and this works kind of fine with those. With some rechargeable AA's, you can get up to, I think, 2,500 milliamp hours. So that's okay. It's still only about half what the Li-ion can give you, but decent and actually a bit expensive. A pack of 8 is going to run you, I think, upwards of £10 or more. I think it's like £7. Like the cheapest is like £7 for a pack of 4. So these AA's are the good AA's are not cheap. For 15 quid I got the Sony battery pack, and I thought that should work pretty well. I'm going to stop going on about batteries now, and I'm just going to talk about the power output. Now you can up the output by, my batteries are dead actually, let me change batteries. Okay, I am back and I'm in the dark. So I've put some rechargeable AA's in here. These are cheaper eBay ones, unfortunately. I thought these would have been good because they're rated at 3,000 milliamp hours, and I figured, oh, they just because that doesn't exist. There isn't a 3000 milliamp hour AA battery, and I knew that. But I figured, you know, it's like probably like 2,500 then, and they just said it's a bit more just to sell it. But these are actually like 600 milliamp hours, and they're just not very good. But anyways, with these, you do get pretty decent output. I don't yet know what the full output of this light is. By the way, I'm gonna show you how you can make this brighter, which takes ages because of the way these buttons work. One, they're buttons, they're not a dial. I wanted a dial. Unfortunately, to get the power that I wanted, which was this light, I basically had to I bought this and I was fine, I'll deal with the buttons. What it didn't say was that the buttons only work like once in a second, so all those presses, like one in every three presses actually worked. Otherwise you could just click and press. Anyways, they're really annoying. You have to press them like, there's 16 levels of illumination. You have to press them like, I don't know, like 300 times to get to the bottom. Okay, I'm exaggerating. But right now I just pressed it. I don't know if you want to rewind the video and count how many times I pressed it now to get to minimum. Like 3 times as much as I should have done, just because it's a really slow interface. So you press it 3 times and it goes down once. The battery test thing works fine. Right now it's on minimum, so you can see, and this is good. One thing I hate about this is that these buttons would have been fine if it remembered my freaking settings when it turned it off. As soon as it forgets the settings. So I don't know how long it has to be off for, whether it's 1 second or whatever, but it will go back to medium brightness. And that's annoying. If you want to get the lowest ISO, use the lowest ISO that you can. By the way, right now I'm at 1000 ISO. What are my settings? It's 1/50th of a second, 1000 ISO, and f4.5. So with those sort of settings at, let's say, what's that, 1.5 meters away, you can get a really decent exposure. So it's very, very, very usable as a light. I wanted this just to be able to, because I've got lots of big lights that run off wall power. I've got lots of little lights that run off batteries, and I've got various stuff. Nothing that did that, which was a light that I could just throw and use. It's not ideal, it's not as diffused as I would want for some stuff, but something that I could just use, keep in the backpack, or even tie onto the outside of the backpack, and just take with me. So for that, it's great. It is the most powerful one you can get, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for ultimate power, I mean, I searched for a long time. This, for a budget, I'm just going to save you some time now. For a budget, this is the strongest one. Yeah, you have to deal with the really bad controls, but apart from that, it's built pretty well. A little bit creaky, but it doesn't feel like it's going to break. I've already dropped it, and it survived. I wouldn't ever use this on my camera and shoot with it like that, because the light just looks terrible unless, I don't know, somehow I wanted that effect or something. And if I did want that effect, I would probably want a ring light, which I do have, so I'd probably use that. But generally, would never stick this on my camera. I don't recommend you do that. I've seen a lot of new filmmakers, they want a light and they stick it on their camera, and they think that that's going to somehow give them a nicer looking scene. It isn't. You'd rather have no light than a light on your camera. But if you have to, for like an event or something, a wedding or I don't know, then yeah, this will go on your camera and it will give you some nice, fairly diffused light. And you can turn it down pretty low so it's not too bright. And even at maximum, if you shoot an interview with this, it's not too bad. It won't blind your subject. So this is, yeah, really versatile system. What I was going to say earlier was that a lot of reviews say that this mechanism is bad, but it's not. It's fine. The earlier version of this light came with a really crappy double stand thing, like a double neck. That one was terrible. That's the one you shouldn't buy. If you see the single one, this is perfectly fine, really sturdy.